Hello, everyone, and welcome to the World Hydrogen North America 2025 in Houston, Texas, brought to you by the Hydrogen Leadership, now part of S&P Global Commodity Insights. Today, we have a very, very interesting chat with Mark Behrman, who is the chairman and CEO of LSB Industries. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you.
Oh, thanks for spending a few minutes with me.
So let's get started. Can you tell us a little bit about your company, what LSB is all about, and maybe tell us about what is the vision regarding the ammonia projects that you have going on?
Sure. So LSB is the fifth largest ammonia producer in North America. We primarily sell in North America, which is U.S., Mexico, and Canada. And we've got three facilities around the country that are multi-plant facilities. So we're an existing ammonia producer. When really everyone started talking about low carbon products, whether it was hydrogen or ammonia, we started really getting intrigued and looking at it. And really what we determined is, while there are a lot of projects being developed, we as an existing ammonia producer make the most sense in anyone who's producing ammonia today to really try and take advantage of low carbon ammonia and decarbonize the existing operations that we have. So we do have a carbon capture and sequestration project at our largest facility in Dorado, Arkansas, where we will capture and sequester between 400 and 500,000 tons of CO2 a year. And we're lucky enough that we own 1,400 acres down there. And the geology is such that we can actually put the sequestration wells on our site. So that's easy for us to do. From a logistical standpoint, we don't have to worry about right-of-ways and pipelines and taking it off to some other location. So we are underway to do that. We have submitted a Class 6 permit to actually get permitted for injection well. We're working with our partner Lapis Energy to do that. And we believe that ultimately we'll be able to start sequestering CO2 the end of next year, obviously subject to the EPA permitting us to do that. So we're excited about that project. We do have a contract already that is signed with a customer, Freeport to take 150,000 tons a year of low carbon ammonium nitrate solution at a cost that would be higher than our existing gray product. And so they're excited about that. We're excited about it. And I think that shows that there is legitimacy to the marketplace, that people want a low carbon product and are willing to pay for something for a lower carbon product. So it really supports our strategy of being a leader in the production of low carbon products.
Well, definitely congratulations about your offtake. One of the topics that we're discussing is demand, and how are these producers, whether it's in hydrogen or ammonia, where's the demand, domestically or internationally? Can you tell us a little bit about where are you dominant? Is it mostly domestic, or are you taking to the foreign land, Asia, Europe? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. So, like when we have an existing facility that's selling product today. I think we have an opportunity to talk with our customers, our existing customers, about would they be interested in a low carbon product? And if so, what would the premium be on that product, right? So I think that most of that would be domestically to people who we're selling today. So again, at our El Dorado, Arkansas facility, where we've got customers that we sell ammonia, nitric acid, ammonium nitrate solution to, they're all interested in discussing what would it take for us to sell them a low carbon product. Where you're building a new facility, and we're attempting to build one in the Houston Ship Channel with our partners Air Liquide and Impex, and it's just an ammonia plant. Now you're talking about not having the ability to upgrade that product to something else. And you're talking about no customers in a brand new facility. So we believe that the market is to export either to Asia or to Europe, and we've had some really good price discovery conversations with potential customers.
Yeah, that's wonderful news. It always comes with challenges and opportunities. If I were to ask you, give me your two top challenges. I mean, you mentioned a little bit about policy making. Is that one of them?
Yeah, I would say that one of the biggest issues that we have today here in the United States, but even around the world, is locking down policy and incentive programs. Because without those and without certainty, it's really hard to finance projects, and then it's really hard to move forward to get into production. So I think that would be the first thing. But they go sort of hand in hand. I mean, we can build as an industry, we can design, build, commission, operate existing ammonia and hydrogen facilities. So that's a given. And there's certainly plenty of capital out there to support that. But what we don't have today is we don't have real solid demand. And that demand will underpin the investment of capital into these facilities. And without that, I think that's why you're seeing either projects being canceled or projects being stalled at FID.
It takes a village to make things successful, whether it's domestically or internationally. What are your thoughts in regards to that ecosystem that, is required to make sure that everyone is marching to the right way?
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's quite there yet. I mean, I think with some, we've got some really good partners, but I think everyone's sort of starting to get a dose of reality that, getting the normalized returns and getting the normalized margins, what returns on a project, margins on selling equipment or engineering and construction, typical margins. Probably if you're going to want to get into this at an early stage, you're going to have to be a bit more realistic in what kind of margins or returns you're going to have to take. So I think, while it's taken longer to get to this point, I think people are getting more realistic about it if they want to be in this new industry.
Yeah, thank you so much. Your insight is very, very helpful to see where the future is for not only hydrogen, but also ammonia. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.